Hello everyone, I'm giving an update on this natural gas conversion kit for the Westinghouse dual fuel 9500. So that was the regulator. I put a gas regulator on this from a kit that I got from Nash Fuels. I'll put a link down in the description. And it converted it from a dual fuel propane and gasoline to gasoline and natural gas for this generator right here. And I want you to know that it works perfectly. It's from Nash Fuel. I'll give a quick rundown on some of the questions that I have and some of the questions other people have and give you a better look at it. So I mounted the, this is the natural gas regulator right here that I ordered from Nash Fuels. And I was able to mount it in the same location as the propane regulator was. I had to drill a new hole because the spacing on the two screws, the two bolts that hold it together, were a little different. But but that was pretty easy, just with a little drill bit for metal, and put it on there. I like it. I have it like this because I like it right there. But it also comes with a with clamps that you can clamp it to the frame, anywhere on the frame, and those clamps are alloy. They're good quality alloy clamps, and I was impressed with that. One of the first things that I noticed about this one, I'll try to give a better look at it here. That's why I have it pulled out here so you can look at it better. But the top of the regulator right there, it doesn't have a load block adjustment on it. It's like a little, I saw the other manufacturers that had a little, like a little screw adjustment right here. This is just a hose clamp right here, but it had like a separate little screw adjustment right there. And but you don't need that with this one. And basically what you do is you hook this regulator directly to the carburetor. You see this red fuel line right here, and you hook it directly from the natural gas regulator to the inlet on the carburetor right here. And that's where where it's located right there on the carb. That's where the propane gas line was hooked to. So you take that one off and hook this one up to it. I'll try to find the propane one that was in here. Here it is. This is the one that I disconnected from it. So this was from the propane, the original one from the propane. And the first time I hooked it up wrong, and because the propane regulator was hooked directly up to this one right here, but that's like the switch for the propane and the between propane or gasoline. So you bypass that, and you just, because the first time I did, you can see the red line where I hooked it up over here first to that, and it didn't work because it doesn't have enough flow through that right there for natural gas, because propane has more BTUs, so it can use a smaller line. You know, so the natural gas has to go directly to the carburetor right there, which is really easy. You have to take this thing off right here, the air valve, and if you're pretty handy, you can do that. There's like 6 screws you take this off with right there, and you can use a little ratchet, or I use a drill and a ratchet right there, but you have to take this off to do it. But I'll go ahead and start it now to show you how it works. I haven't started this in a couple of weeks. It runs everything. It runs my entire house. I have this to a 3/4 inch line. It's 30 feet gas line that goes over here where I have it hooked up. Right here where I have some gas out here, and I'm going to put another pipe out the wall, but I was just doing this to make sure it worked. But I'll go ahead and crank it up now and just show you how it runs. Let's see here. So just switch this button right here, push start. Actually, I forgot to prime it first. What you do is you push this little primer in the back a couple of times. Let me see if I could reach it. Yeah, there we go. For a second or two, that kind of primes it, lets the gas flow through the tube and empty out the air. So I'll try it again. that runs. Perfect. Good run. Still it. Back up a little. It runs perfect. I'm going to turn it off. It runs perfect. Like I said, I run my entire house off of it. That's 2 air conditioners, 3 ceiling fans. You can see 3 fans on the roof that draw a lot of, evacuate a lot of air, 2 refrigerators, 2 air conditioners, microwave, washer, dryer. This is where I put the plug in right here on the side of the house, but it runs everything. But anyway, I hope that helps. I hope it helps someone, and I'll put the link down in the description. Bye.